Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Mike and this is Meet Mike. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for returning. We got a stimulus update, February 21st, 2021. Not a whole lot's changed, you guys, just to be honest with you. We're still waiting on the bill to be passed. 591 pages, very large bill, $1.9 trillion bill to be exact. We're just going to go through a quick little update here by Jessica Dolcourt. I found February 21st, 2021 at 4:15 a.m. she wrote this, so we're just going to go through it as quickly as possible for you guys, and hopefully you get some value out of this and you get something you didn't know, get a good update. 3 things decide on how fast your stimulus check will arrive. What to know, including key dates. When will the new stimulus checks go out, and when will your personal payment come? More stimulus money could be headed your way before the end of March. Here's everything we know right now, and hopefully it's coming way before the end of March. They were saying beginning of March, mid-March, and then they're saying that IRS might not be able to handle that with tax season at the same time. So there's a lot of doubt on how fast this is coming. But like I said, fingers crossed, beginning of March. Hopefully, worst case scenario, mid-March, this money's going to come out. It seems like such a simple question. When will a potential new third stimulus check arrive? The answer is anything but. Although President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus package is moving at a lightning pace compared to debate around the second payment, there are a number of twists and turns that could slow down or otherwise complicate when you get new stimulus money for up to $1,400 per person. But don't let that scare you. They're moving pretty quick, you guys. He has been in office almost 2 months, though. So I don't know if they're moving that quick. They need to get this money out. The American people need it. Stop dragging your feet. Get this money out there. The date you could personally expect to receive a third stimulus payment is still a little squishy. We know the House of Representatives will mark up the proposal it has so far and intends to bring the bill to a vote by the end of next week. And the end of next week is March. There's only 28 days in this month. So come on, guys, get this bill done, get this passed, get the American people the money. I need the money. We know Democrats want a bill approved by March 14th, and we know details of the plan to lob the stimulus package past Republican opposition for faster approval. But the March 14th goal to pass the bill is just one factor. Another is how long it could take the IRS to begin calculating the stimulus payments, and a third is which payment group you'd be in to receive it. That designation has changed before and could change again. Potential stimulus check timeline, when your check could arrive. If a stimulus bill passes by March 14th, we can take an educated guess as to when the IRS could start sending the first payments, based on how quickly the IRS turned around the previous check. Even so, many uncertainties remain. For example, it's possible negotiations could slip a week while politicians work to finalize the bill. If the Senate makes changes, it will go back to the House for a vote, which could lead to delays. The timeline to hit March 14th is already tight for the pace of legislation. In addition, the IRS is also dealing with tax returns, as I mentioned, and it isn't clear how the agency and the new Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, would prioritize delivering a third check and processing tax returns simultaneously. So we'll see how they're able to do that at the same time, but I think they're going to excel. The IRS really doesn't mess around, and it's all electronic, and most of it, robots do most of it, so they talk like it's just this big thing, but we're in 2021 and computers do everything. They click a few buttons and it's done. But I know that there's millions of Americans, and millions of Americans equals a lot of clicks of buttons, but most, again, is automatic. So whatever, get the checks out. We're tired of hearing about that. We also expect the IRS to prioritize payment groups the same way it did with the first 2 checks. By groups, we mean people who receive stimulus checks via direct deposit as physical checks or on EIP cards. It could take weeks for the IRS to process every group's funds, so consider the possible dates below just as a starting point. We refresh these dates as the situation evolves. Stimulus check passes Congress by March 12th, and hopefully it's way before then. Stimulus bill signed into law Sunday the 14th. Direct deposits sent out the 22nd. Paper checks sent out the 29th. Check it out if you guys want to check it out, but that's what it is. Hopefully we're going to see money way before then, but it's just ridiculous, man. Biden made some promises, and hopefully he gets those promises done, but even his $2,000 campaign promise is almost like disingenuous. Because now he's saying, oh, the 6 plus the 14 equals 2,000. But he was campaigning $2,000 payments to Americans, stimulus payments to Americans. And now he's saying, oh, you already got the 6, so we're just going to give you the 14. So, not a total lie, but a little misleading, Mr. Biden, President Biden. Which payment group you could be in, why it could still change. When you get your stimulus money may depend on how you get it. That was largely true with the first 2 checks. There are always some exceptions and would likely play out similarly the 3rd time around. It's kind of common sense, guys. If you have direct deposit, it's electronic, instant payment. If you have to wait for a paper check, you have to wait for the mail. 4 to 6 weeks, maybe more, who knows. You have to wait for the IRS to print that paper check. So whatever you have to do, get that direct deposit information updated with the IRS. You can do that on irs.gov. Super simple to navigate their website. A very user-friendly website. They have a search bar. You can just type in whatever you want, and it'll bring millions of results. Direct deposit recipients typically get their stimulus money faster. Just said that, as evidenced by how the government handled the first 2 rounds of payments in March and December. But both times there were issues involving deposits going to temporary accounts that were rejected by banks and ultimately sent back to the IRS. So be thorough, guys. Get that information in there. Make sure you're getting correct bank information in there. They have if you don't have a bank, they have apps that would literally let you deposit money into with. You get an account number, routing number. Cash App is one of them, I believe. You don't even have to have a bank to sign up for Cash App, and you get an account number and a routing number, and you can have money sent to Cash App if you guys aren't familiar. I'll put a link in the description for Cash App if you guys want to sign up for that. I think you even get $5 for that if you do that. If you use my link, you'll get 5, I'll get 5. Put a link in the description. And anecdotally, we've heard of people who received direct deposit payments the first time finally getting an EMP card in the mail and not just an electronic bank transfer, weeks after the IRS told us that the payment was issued. How tax season complicates a 3rd stimulus check. Since a 3rd stimulus check is likely to drop in the middle of the tax season, taxes are due April 15th, the IRS may have to calculate your total based on the most recent tax filing it has. That would be your 2020 taxes if you file early, or 2019 taxes if the check is already before your tax return is. This could also disqualify some from getting a 3rd stimulus payment. If you're owed money, you might have to wait a year to claim it, unfortunately, until you file your 2021 taxes in 2022, according to the latest proposal being considered in Washington. Filing for a tax extension could also change your timeline in a way that could be different if the IRS were to extend the tax due date itself. By mid-March, tens of millions of Americans may have already received their tax refunds, which could make it tricky for the IRS to straighten out problems or redact refunds after issuing them. Is there a way to make your money arrive faster? There may be a few things you can do to help speed up the receipt of a 3rd payment, assuming the stimulus bill is approved first. For example, signing up for direct deposit with your 2020 tax returns would put you in the priority category for 3rd stimulus payment. If you've moved recently, tell the IRS and the USPS, United States Postal Service, about that move as quickly and as promptly as possible, probably before you even make the move. I would address that. Will the IRS have any other deadlines for sending out the payments? The January 15th deadline for the second stimulus check approved in December was written into the text of the bill without explanation. Anyone who didn't receive all or part of their second payment now must claim it as a part of the IRS recovery rebate credit on their tax return to get those funds owed, even if they have a non-filer status and aren't typically required to file taxes. So they're done sending out second payments. If you didn't get it, you have to claim it as a recovery rebate credit on your tax return. The latest proposal would give the IRS a December 31st, 2021 cutoff to complete sending out the third stimulus checks. Just like they did the second, they'll cut off the date from sending them out. And you'll have to probably claim on the 2023 tax return. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for today. That was your stimulus check update, February 21st, Sunday, 2021. Like I said, not a lot's happened in the last couple of days. They're just going back and forth, trying to get this bill done, I guess, and approved. Beginning of March, mid-March, worst case scenario, I guess now, end of March, we'll begin seeing payments go out sometime in March, hopefully. I know you need this money just as bad as I do. Just hang tight, hold on a little longer, reach out to churches if you have to. There's nothing wrong with that. Feed your family any way you have to, and just hang on a little longer. Hopefully the help will be here sooner than later. That's it. Thanks for stopping by again. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment. YouTube makes it extremely hard for new YouTubers to get going. If you got value out of this today, send the value back at me. Smash that subscribe button. See you in the next one.